We are year 1 to 3 and we are making a play about obedience in St. Mary's life, okay?
Hello, we are celebrating St. Mary's revival. So we are going to talk about St. Mary's characteristics. We have a lot to say about her. She is the Theotokos, which means Mother of God. But we will just talk today about a very special characteristic in St. Mary's life, which is obedience. We will start from the early beginning. When her mother Hannah,
Raise your voice, okay? And make your sentences clear. That's easy.
We will start from the early beginning. When her mother Hannah and her father Joachim did not have any children, so they prayed to God and made a vow saying, Please God, give us a child, and we will give him to you to serve in your temple. And the Lord heard their prayers and gave them Mary. Hannah and Joachim took Mary when she became 3 years old to the temple to serve the Lord.
Be obedient. Be obedient.
I will, Father. Mary was very obedient to all the priests, and she was very helpful to everyone, and she was always praying to God. Mary, can you please clean this area? Sure, that's my pleasure. Mary, can you please wash these clothes? I'll be very happy to do it.
Mary stayed in the temple till she became 12 years old.
Mary, you're now 12 years old. You should leave the temple because you have grown up. You shall be engaged to someone. We'll pray and choose a man to be your fiancé. Please, God, show us your will. Well, Mary, we prayed, and you shall be engaged to Joseph, this old man over there.
As you said, I will marry him.
And after she was engaged to Joseph, something very strange happened to her.
O Virgin of Virgins, honored are thee, for there is no one like you, nor there will ever be. A name to be highly praised, a girl beyond compare. Mary is your name, a jewel that is rare.
One cool night after you uttered a prayer, one cool dark night in a land where peace was rare, a dark night that quickly turns from darkness to light, you met an angel who came to you in great flight.
Peace, young maiden, almost full of grace, rejoice, for the Lord has set you in a favored place. Do not be afraid, for behold, you will conceive and give birth to Jesus, whose kingdom shall never cease.
Pierced by the light and brave at the sound, she took it all in as she sat humbly listening on the ground. No thoughts to answer back and say why me. She welcomed the message in her heart and with glee.
With the Holy Spirit you will conceive and embrace
the child that God has called to bring tidings in grace. The angel went on to say more wonderful things as she listened intently to Elizabeth's tidings. Her heart sprang inside as she let out her praise. In great obedience and humility, she started to say, Behold, I am a maidservant to my Lord. Let it be to me according to your word. He has surely looked upon me in this lowly state and done mighty things. His holiness is great, his arms are strong, and he scatters the proud and brings down the mighty from their command.
The next day she went to see her cousin. Her only thought was to help her in her old age.
And then, while Mary was pregnant, a decree went out of Caesar that all the world should be resisted. So Joseph told Mary,
Mary, we have to go to Bethlehem to be registered because we belong there.
Let's go, I'm ready. And the spy. Mary was pregnant and about to give birth to her child Jesus. She obeyed and went through this long, tiring journey to Bethlehem. Then after Saint Mary gave birth to baby Jesus, and because King Herod wanted to kill him, an angel appeared to Joseph and took him,
the child and his mother, and flee to Egypt and stay there till I give you word. Mary obeyed the angel of God and Joseph and went to Egypt, which was far away from Israel.
She obeyed again when the angel told Joseph to go back to the land of Israel.
That's how Saint Mary's life went.
She didn't say no. Why me? That's not fair. She didn't say any of that. She just listened and obeyed. Stand up. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay. Did anyone get what was going on? It was about obedience. Did you notice the stages in St. Mary's life in obedience? First of all, when her mother and father took her and went to the temple, she obeyed. She was just 3 years old and she obeyed. She didn't say no. Then at the temple, whenever a priest tell her to do anything, she just obeys and do it. Then Mary, you are 12 years old. You will get out of the temple, okay? You will be engaged to Joseph, okay? I will be engaged to Joseph. Then Mary, you will conceive a boy and he will be Jesus, okay? I am ready to do this. I am the maid servant. Then Joseph, take Mary and go to Egypt. I will go to Egypt. Please, Joseph, take Mary and go back to the land of Israel. Yes, I will go back to Israel. She obeyed through all her life. So she was a very good example of obedience. That's what our play about. كل سنة وانتم طيبين.
التسقيف بتاعكم ما كانش على مستوى الحدث. عايزين تسقيف كده. هم عيال بذلوا مجهود حلو قوي. انتوا كنتوا رائعين.
They practiced only twice. One in Sunday school last Sunday and just today. So they were amazing. I'm very proud of you all. Well done.
احنا نديكم الشوكولات بتاعكم وبعدين نروح القاعة.
Abuna will get a chocolate.
Just give you chocolate.